Coach Edwards has joined us again.
I knew that you guys had to get out of here. You've been working all day. I tried to make it as fast as I could. Every time I called a timeout, I thought about you guys.
Wait, Coach, what we love is you saved the best play for last. How about that?
You know what? We were talking about how long we're going to let this go as soon as he scored a touchdown. I said, that's a good way to end it. Now, I know the defense gets mad, but that's okay. Great way to end it.
So, takeaways. You saw a lot of young guys compete out there making plays. What were you looking for with the bright lights on, fans in the stands?
Well, basically, how guys improved from the beginning of spring. And, we brought in 18 new players here. There's some more still that are left that will come in the summer. But to watch those guys, get better. And that's the whole key. I mean, that's what spring ball is all about, evaluation and competition. And I thought tonight it was a nice night to compete for these guys. We made it really simple on both sides of the ball, and I thought they competed well.
We saw a lot of the freshman defensive lineman from South Carolina, Robbie Harrison. Seemed like he was out there involved in a lot tonight.
Yeah, he really was, and I think that's probably going to be our strength of our defense, is our D-line. You saw three guys that hadn't played yet, and Lole and obviously Nesta and Vez, one of our defensive ends. They weren't in the game tonight, but I think that's going to be our strength. It's a veteran group with a lot of experience.
All right, flipping it back to the offensive side. Early on, we saw Elijah Badger make a play. I know that excited you. Is his ceiling as high as it seems when you're listening to the whispers around spring ball?
Yeah, there's good whispers, and it's just the consistency of it all and him just staying focused on the job at hand. He has a lot of traits like Ayuk. We know what he's done. I'm not saying he's Brandon Ayuk. He just needs to be Badger. And if he can just do that, be the best of who he can be and use his talent, he's got a high ceiling.
Wow. It was interesting. We had a couple players come over and talk, Ricky Pearsall, Case Hatch, and they echoed everything you said about how tight this team is. What does this team need to do now to prepare for Northern Arizona, going to Oklahoma State? What will be the season?
Well, it's just win the day. I mean, we get better every day, and we talk about that in the building. Talk about competing and knowledge of what we're asking guys to do. And that's the key to football, I think. You don't want to leave the building without learning something and knowing something a little bit better. Football is a game of repetition. It's the mother of repetition. And you can't do it enough times. You can't do it enough. It has to become a part of your DNA, and I think a lot of these young guys are realizing that.
All right, so you had some young guys when you first got here. And in a couple of weeks, those young guys are going to get drafted. What are you going to be doing on draft night as you hear a bunch of names from this program get said?
Well, as of last year and the years prior, I'm getting phone calls because teams are calling me. They've already started calling me, right, and asking me about our players. And, I'm going to give them my advice, and they have to do what they do. They do due diligence. They recruit the guys. But I think the thing they want to know from me, Coach, what kind of guy is he? Is he a good fit for my program? And that's the fun of it, when I can talk about these guys. And I told them in the huddle here just earlier, like, these guys are like my sons. They really are. And I want all of them to be successful, not just in football, in life, to be good fathers, good husbands, good citizens. That's the culture here. That's what I've always preached here. And it's fun when I watch these guys graduate. That to me is very important. And that's what I promise families when they come here, that your son is going to graduate. I can make sure of that. As far as the NFL, if he has enough talent, I can't give him talent, but I'll give him information, and I'll put him in position to use his talent and not waste it. And then from there, it's on him.
Chase Lucas, one of the greatest stories we've seen.
Well, him and Jack Jones, right, they're all out here, and they're hugging me and say, Coach, just like you told us when we got here, Those are the questions they're asking us when we talk to all these pro guys. I said, did you think I was kidding?
Coach, when we saw you at the end of the regular season, we said, what are you going to do next? You said, I'm going to the office, and I'm going to watch guys for the portal. So now spring ends. You got a couple weeks left before the portal closes for the next season. What are you going to go do?
I'm in here tomorrow. The coaches are on vacation. I'm portal watching. And it's constant. I think that's the new thing of college football. And May 1st is the deadline, and so spring ball is happening all over the country. And you're going to see some guys that maybe feel like they want another opportunity somewhere else. And the key to us, as I always told our guys, we got to keep our guys. And that's the most important thing. Keep the guys we have on our football team.
Well, Herm, thank you so much for having us tonight, for being candid with us as you always are. And I'm going to make a T-shirt, Portal Watcher, send it to you.
I am that.
Let's go.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Thanks.
You guys travel
Thank you,
safe.
Herm.
All right, thank you.